Welcome, boys and girls, to my new channel called De-Censortised. Now, it took me a bit of time to think what the best content would be to show you guys as my first video. But then I decided, what's an easy question that everyone should get right? And I also decided to only ask this question to members of the female variety. And that basic, simple question was, how many genders are there? If you like the video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and maybe even a subscribe. But let's get right into the content. Yo, can I ask you guys two questions? Or one question, should I say?
Yeah, come on.
How many genders are there? How many genders are there?
Two.
Genders, two.
Yeah, like male, female,
Yeah.
dog, cat. No, it's gonna be.
Male and
Okay.
female.
And what do you say about people that think that men that want to be women and women that want to be men?
That's calm. Just like no cats and dogs.
Oh.
That's off the limit.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're okay with like men going in female toilets and vice versa?
Okay. That's where the line is a bit crossed, because if you're like transforming into a woman, I get that. It's calm. I mean, you're trying to do with me.
Okay, so
You get what I'm saying?
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's a cheeky one that off back to your
all right, so you don't mind people if they want to transition as long as it doesn't affect you, basically.
Yeah.
Not like that, like if it affects us, but like it shouldn't really. If I don't know how to explain this, I don't mean like to self-orientate myself over here. Don't ask me questions. I just blurt shit out. I'm sorry.
All right, cool. Well, I appreciate your time anyway. Thank you.
That's alright.
Girls, can I ask you one question?
Yeah.
How many genders are there? How many genders are there? Well, you're from Poland, so I'm going to assume I know the answer to this.
Two.
Okay. And what do you say to anyone who wants to be the opposite gender?
No. Idiot.
Nice one. Thank you very much. Cheers. Oh, that's joke.
Maybe I should like.
Girls, can I ask you one question?
Well,
All right. That was a bit rude.
I am rude.
Oh, sorry. We've got a sassy queen. Jesus Christ.
I just said it was a joke.
All right. Well done. All right. Cool. How many genders are there?
two.
Why is there only two?
Because you've either got a dick or a vagina.
All right. And what do you say to anyone that thinks otherwise and prefers to change sex?
You're mentally disabled.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you, girls. Girls, can I ask you one question, please?
My first name's just Cash. What?
I said,
Hi.
can I ask you one question?
Yes.
How many genders are there?
Two.
And why do you think that is?
Because there's only last year. One's got a fanny, one's got a dick. End of.
Okay, some people might disagree with you. What would you say to them?
We're on a mad thing.
What was that?
We're on a lie.
What?
We're on something, aren't we? We're on a different live.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I can't see it.
What?
Skip.
Skip. All right. Calm down, f***ing tubby. Oh, shit. All right, guys, can I ask you one question?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. How many genders are there?
Two.
Why?
What did he say? How many genders are there? So I said two.
Why?
Because one female, one male.
Okay. And do you not think that other people might... Do you not think that gender and like being a man is all in your head? Like some people claim it is?
No. I'm not.
What'd you say?
If you've got boobs and a vagina, then you're a woman. But if you've got a woman,
Well, I mean, but some people, that's not entirely true, because some people can get like constructive surgery and they can get boobs and a vagina.
yeah, but you're still.
They thought I was being serious as well. That's jokes. Oh god, people are so easily triggered nowadays. I swear down. Girls, can I ask you one question?
Go on. Yeah.
How many genders are there?
Come again.
How many genders are there?
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
Why do you care?
I'm just asking the question. I'm on here trying to get people's opinions.
Well, it depends
On?
who you are.
And what does that... So what you're saying is it depends on who you are and what...
It depends what people want to be.
Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying. So...
So, at birth, there's only 2 genders.
Okay.
But as you grow older, people have different opinions, don't they?
Okay, so you're saying people can have an opinion. Does that mean that's what you think?
Well, I think it's the same as your name. Like, some people don't like the name they've been assigned at birth, so they want to change it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think my name...
Same principle.
Well, I don't know. I think my name is something that's kind of made up, whereas like...
Well, so is being gendered, because you could be anything. You don't know until your parents find out. Like I could be born a boy. I could be born a girl.
Yeah.
It depends.
Yeah, but you weren't. You were born a girl.
Yeah, but if I wanted to be a boy, why does that affect you?
No, it does. Well, it doesn't affect me, but like...
So why are you bothered?
Well, I mean, I'm allowed to have an opinion or something. Am I not?
Yeah, you're allowed to have an opinion, but most people form an opinion on things that directly affect them. Like, people have opinions on war because it has the what's it called, propensity to affect them. Whereas someone being another gender,
Yeah.
that's not
Okay,
really any of your business.
That's fair enough. So like, when you say like opinions on war, do you mean like, I don't know, like stuff like that's happening today, like Israel versus Palestine and things like that?
Yeah, because that can directly affect a person, because if it breaks out into a world war, it can affect other people. So they're entitled to have their opinion on it, but their opinion doesn't mean it's right. But everyone in the world has an opinion, so technically everyone's right.
Okay, I understand what you're saying. So if that's the case, let's just say, okay, men are entitled to change to women and stuff, etc., and these men or these men who have become women, them are allowed to enter into like female sports and stuff, and that is directly affecting women. So therefore, should you have an opinion about it then?
Well, yeah, because everyone's going to have an opinion on it.
But that does. You just said people shouldn't have an opinion unless it affects them. I'm just following your line of reasoning, and then.
But that can affect someone.
Yeah, but.
I'm saying, this is my point. If somebody's walking down the road, yeah, and they were assigned a male at birth and they're dressed up as a woman, that does not affect you just by seeing them walk down the road.
Nah, it doesn't. But in the same way that a woman being sexually attacked by another man doesn't affect me, but I still have an opinion that it's wrong.
Well, yeah, but a lot of people have an opinion on it as a woman because they've been through something like that and it's wrong.
Yeah, of course, but so do I have to go through something to know that something's wrong?
No, obviously not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that if people want to be a certain gender, that in certain aspects that doesn't really affect you as a person. Yeah, in some aspects it does. It can affect you depending on the circumstances, but it doesn't directly affect you as a person. Do you know what I mean? You can still have an opinion on it, but it just doesn't affect you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I mean, so what you're basically saying, yeah, you can have an opinion on something, but essentially don't be too forceful about it until it directly.
Yeah, like don't hate on someone because they're unhappy with the gender that they are.
Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily hating on anyone for.
No, not you in particular.
Okay. Yeah, no, I understand. Well, no, I appreciate your time, and I'm glad you answered my question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Girls, can I ask you one question?
Sure.
All right.
Are you live streaming?
I'm just recording. I'm not live streaming,
Sure. Okay. Okay. You can ask it now.
Well, you running away isn't going to change the fact that your faces are clearly already been on the camera.
Evidence.
Anyway,
Still-
it's nothing like disgusting or whatever. How many
Okay.
how many genders would you say there are?
2.
2.
Okay, and why do you think that?
Because
Look under your pants.
there's only two options of what could be between your legs.
I mean, you can pick whatever pronouns you want. I don't
No,
care.
I truly don't
No,
give a fuck about
but,
pronouns.
Like,
Wait,
Being
are
gay
you
is-
girls American?
no.
No.
What accent is that?
What accent?
Try to guess.
Oh my. Give me a clue. I have no idea.
We're from Belgium.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. But you're living in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's why I think I heard American, because a lot of people who speak English internationally, they learn like English American,
Yeah.
so it sounds a little bit strange.
Yeah.
Okay, fair. Well, I mean, anyway, go back to it. So you don't think that women should be allowed to be men and vice versa?
No, you can be whatever you want to be, but I mean, when you look under your pants, there are only 2 possible options.
Okay, but what if people have changed that option and now they look under their pants and there's no longer what they originally had?
Well, they originally can only have 2 things.
So it's either a man or a woman.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. No, because why? You are biologically known. Okay, why are you like you? Wait, okay, you're biologically a man. Why would you want to be a woman?
Okay, hold on. We don't get into that kind of
It's-
that. You
Well,
can
I
hold on.
no.
Hold on.
She can say what she wants. Like, don't stop her.
Okay.
No, it's just like I don't think it's right. I feel like, okay, you do whatever you want, but projecting it onto other people, normalizing it isn't right. You can do whatever you want. Obviously, it's none of my business. You can be whoever you want to be. You can like do whatever the fuck you want, but putting it on social media and normalizing it for teenagers to see isn't okay, because that just confuses them.
I have to agree, to be fair. I think you're right. I think that you are only assigned one gender at birth, and biologically, like you said, you can't really change that. I don't really have an issue with anyone deciding to be what they want, but the thing
I don't care.
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
confusing
yeah.
teenagers and confusing children on social media when they're underage isn't right.
and like encouraging them to get like hormone blockers at a young age, etc., etc.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think I have to agree. Like, I've just spoken to someone just before you where they said, "Oh, I can only have an opinion on something like if it like directly affects me and stuff." But I even though this directly doesn't affect me, like it still affects people of like things around me. Like I don't want children.
Yeah.
I don't want children growing up with thinking that like all messed up and all that and stuff. And I just think it's dangerous.
Exactly.
I'm mature enough to not get like affected. I'm mature enough to know that what they say and what they choose isn't gonna affect me. But there are children who are like, they don't have that consciousness yet.
Yeah. Well, how
do you know what I mean?
old are you two?
17.
Okay.
17. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, there are some people your age who would still maybe get influenced by what they hear, which is so I
mean, we're underage still, so.
Yeah. No, I hear that. But anyway, no, I appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time to explain your opinion.